see what this.
Did Mufti Menk really explain having iftar with this rabbi? Not at all. First of all, this is not.
Oh my God, Mufti Menk had an iftar with a rabbi. So iftar is like the breaking of fast after in Ramadan, after you had fasted, right? So Mufti Menk broke his fast with a rabbi. That is a big, I can see why Daniel would be offended with that. Okay, that's a big noi. And he's like, I mean, so Daniel's saying he didn't explain himself. I mean, I think the explanation is pretty clear. He's trying to use Ramadan as a way to bring Muslims and Jews closer together. I think that's pretty nice. I like that.
Some random rabbi. This is the chief rabbi at the core of Israel normalization in the.
Wow. Okay. So he's like, it's not this. So he's offended because this rabbi is involved in normalizing the existence of Israel. No.
UAE.
By the way, guys, like this is a serious thing, like normalization. When I was in Palestine, you know, I saw even some Palestinian atheists who had issues with me talking about Israel as if it's a country, okay? Because they were like, that kind of language is normalizing accepting the existence of Israel. I was like, what? That was pretty intense. Okay, so he's saying this is a rabbi that is very much involved in normalizing Israel.
Second of all, let's get some context. After the Abraham Accords, the UAE has pushed normalization with Israel and promoted this kufr idea of the unity of all.
Kufr idea. I like this, guys. So kufr idea, I think the best translation for that in English is heretical. Basically, everything we do is kufr idea.
All Abrahamic religions. They want to say Islam is all about tolerance.
So, by the way, the Abrahamic Accord is just because bringing Muslims and Christians and Jewish people together. It's like pretty good name. The Abraham, what unites them all. But Daniel has a problem with peace, obviously.
And whoever has a problem with Israel is spreading hatred and extremism.
True. I mean, not well with what Israel? With Israel's policies or Israel's existence? You have to clarify, Daniel, because Israel policies, we have a major problem with them here ourselves, okay? But when you say normalization of Israel, you have a problem with Israel existing as a whole. So, yeah, that is hateful.
UAE government has invited Menk to add legitimacy to this project. Just look at what the official office of Israel and.
Okay, oh my God, Mufti Menk is in trouble. The official Israel in Dubai is like celebrating, like, okay, you know you've done wrong, Mufti Menk, when an official Twitter account from Israel's government is celebrating what you have done. Oh no, Mufti Menk, you have some explaining to do. All right, so what does this say? Let's read the English part. So the Twitter account for Israel in Dubai says, Israel in Dubai, that's, oh my God, that's so, oh, I love that. The world is becoming a better place. Look, everybody's getting along. Israel in Dubai. Okay. All right, so what does it say? The United Arab Emirates is known for its tolerance and acceptance of the other, and this is the best evidence. Watch a group break fast. Okay, you can't just say breakfast. You have to separate that apart so it turns into break fast for different religion sects. Okay, so the rabbi and the Muslims are breaking fast together. That's pretty cool.
In Dubai is tweeting about this iftar and spreading on Zionist media.
Zionist media is showing you, Mufti Menk, and celebrating you. Where have you gone wrong in life, Mufti Menk? You're being celebrated by Zionist media. Oh no, your peace is being celebrated by the enemy.
They're happy because now they can say, see, we love Muslims. We're even having iftar with some of their most popular imams. And the only reason we clash with Palestinians is because they're terrorists who hate us for no good reason. The U.S.
Oh, you see, okay, so Daniel is saying like this helps the Israeli narrative to show that we're not anti-Muslim. We are only anti-Muslims who are, radical. So yeah, okay, but what are you supposed to do? Mufti Menk is like, are you supposed to not try to create peace? Like what? Like it has to start somewhere. Shakib and Twitch is saying someone should hack Israel's Twitter account and praise Haqiqatjou. Darko is saying, "Oh my God, he's so radical. It makes me cringe." Daniel is so radical.
UAE has thrown Palestine under the bus, and Mufti Menk, unfortunately, seems too willing to help. Did Mufti Menk?
Okay, so that was the end of that.